Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruchi and this is a new episode of Unfiltered Life. Tell me one thing, what do you think is the most important thing, the basic thing for all of us, every individual to know, to live a life in a better way, in a happier way, and to keep it sorted, to keep it less stressed. What is that one particular thing? That is art of thinking clearly. Yes, I would also say that art of thinking also, thinking clearly is one of the things, but I'm talking about thinking. I have seen lot of people who don't even know what to think, how to think, and what are the thoughts they are supposed to keep in their mind, how are they supposed to process it, and they're just helpless, and they are grown-ups, they are mature people. What do you think is the reason that there are a lot of people who don't know what to do about this, and there are many people, they are so much stressed, they are so much helpless just because of this particular thing, that they don't know what to think, how to think, and how are they supposed to process things happening around them, how are they supposed to process things that people are telling them. Because in our society, one thing which is so much glorified, that obeying others, obeying elders, obeying parents or family members, whoever. I am not saying that obeying someone is the wrong thing. Of course, it's not like that. But to obey people for each and everything, and to let people decide for you and for your life and for everything that you do in your life, that is something you are doing very, very dangerous to yourself. Because tell me one thing, till when, life is very big and life is very deep and you don't know what is going to happen when. So it is for all the elders as well as the youngsters and everybody, the people who are doing it with others and the people who are already a part of it. Tell me one thing, that till where you will take such people along with you. If there is one person whom you are so much dependent for taking decisions, making choices of your life, where all you will take that person? Tell me. You can I have seen for smallest and the biggest decisions, people have no clarity that how are they supposed to process it. It is only and only because of one reason, that from their childhood they have not given the chance and opportunity. Probably they didn't know how to do it themselves, so maybe if they got an opportunity or they got a right atmosphere, they would have learnt it, but it didn't happen. And I would say that the people who are doing it, like the people who are elder people who like to take others decisions, they find it very proud thing. They find it they find it very, very good that this kid is so good, this person is so nice that he is listening to me. And but you need to understand one thing, you are actually, if you love that person, if you really care for that person, you are actually damaging that person in a very bad way. Because it's not about you, it's about that person and his life or her life. Because today you might be happy that okay, they are in your control, or you are able to make all the decisions. But what about their thing? What about their own thing? They need to know that. See, I'll tell you one very important thing. All of us can be only happy when we do the things that we like, when we do the things that make us satisfied, make our soul satisfied, whether it is about your career or it is about something else in your life. It could be anything, choosing a life partner, choosing the kind of life, choosing your the way you want to make your life or create your life. Everything is all about you, because you can only be happy if you do the things that are connected with your soul, with yourself. How would you find that out? You need to find that out by trying, testing, understanding yourself and making decisions. And it's literally okay to make wrong decisions. Even if you take a lot of wrong decisions in this process, it's totally fine, but you have to do it because you have to learn this. Whatever way, you have to learn this, because that is the only way to make yourself happy. People who really don't get an atmosphere, they are just lost. They are lost in their own lives. They just don't know what they want in their life. They just don't know what can make them happy. And what actually happened, they just become puppets, because at one, there will be different people playing the same role in your life. At one point it can be your parents, then your life partners, or maybe your bosses, then your life partners, or it is going to just make you a puppet in your life. You need to understand how would you live your life if you don't get a, you don't get to know yourself, if you don't get to know what are the things that connect with you, because it can never be same for two people. There cannot be anybody in this world, not even a mother can take or can know such things that okay, what is going to make her child happy. She can know it only up till a very small age. Nurturing is actually to make them capable of living their life in a nicer way, in a graceful and sorted way. And the most important part of this is making choices, taking decisions, and thinking clearly. So what I want to talk about today is I have seen a lot of people here around us in our society who are so much influenced by the thing that what people will think, what people will say. I have seen a lot of people just listening to their elders because they think that is the ideal thing to do, that reflects on them as a good kid, as a good child, and they get appreciation. Everybody says, oh wow, she's so good, she listens to her parents so much, he's so good. But understand, that's not something to be happy about, that's not something to be appreciated about. I'm not saying you to be going against your people, against your parents. You definitely have to respect them, but respect does not mean to listen to everything and let them make your own decisions. So please come out of that thought that, if I don't do the things as per my elders, if I don't be an obedient child or obedient kid, then people are going to criticize me. I want to tell you one thing. I have seen so many people being victim of this situation, honestly. And I have seen so many people in the society, in around me, who are living a miserable life. Literally, they are so much grown up, they are married, they have kids, but they are so miserable because they just don't have the guts, and they don't have the thinking capacity. They don't know what to think, how to think, and what kind of decisions they have to take, and what is going to make them feel good, feel happy about anything. And it has different intensities. Like, you need to understand this, and you need to right now start taking corrective actions for this thing. Okay. Another thing is, now I have seen people being literally stressed, so much stressed about others, others as in society, family, people really take their life decisions, their career decisions based on what people want, what people think. Not even one person, like a group of people. Why are they like that? Why? You need to understand, there will be a lot of people coming and giving you advice, but there is nobody who has got that. You are not actually under obligation to fulfill or to follow what people are telling you. I'm not saying that all of your decisions are going to be good, great, successful. No, but it's okay. It's totally okay. I mean, it's just totally fine to fail, fail in your decisions, fail in the big decisions also what you make, but you will literally learn so much about yourself, so much about life from the decisions you are taking. And even if they are failing, they are big lessons, they are big learnings to you. Make a proper thoughtful decision. I'm never saying that disrespect people or just don't listen to them, you're not supposed. No, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you that don't go by what they say. You actually need to figure out and find out what you want, and if it is the same thing, then you definitely can do it. But the most important thing is you have to find out what you want, and there is nothing more important than that, because that is the only thing which is going to make you happy, successful, and soulful. Otherwise, what is the purpose? I've seen people just being lost. It actually but becomes depressive for people, because they think, oh my god, so many years passed and now I know that I want this. So sooner the better. You need to understand, even if there are people who just I have seen people coming to you and saying, oh, why don't you do this, this is going to be good for you. Oh, why don't you do this, this is going to be good for you. You should marry this person, you should do this thing. How do they know? How do they know what actually vibe with you? How do they know that what is actually good for you? It is only you who can know that thing. You need to find out. You don't know certain things, you are not very much you have not seen life. Fine, you can find out. There are so many sources available. There is. You can always go and talk to people. There is nothing wrong if you want to find out and learn things and have information. Do all of that. That's all your background. That is fine. But the final decision, the actual decision, you need to ask yourself. This can be really a very, very strong thing for a lot of elders. So for a lot of people who actually do it to others, like they control others' lives, or they like to control it, or they like to take decisions on their behalf, or they like to impose their decisions on them. So it can be a very egoistic thing. It can be a very powerful thing for other people, and they can actually go to any extent to, you know, criticize such people who don't listen to them, who don't listen to their advice. But you know, the fact is, and they might will say harsh stuff and do harsh stuff to you. It is all fine. You have to be ready for that, because as I have told you earlier in my videos, you know, you have to pay the price. You cannot be at every point, you know. And this is something so important to create your confidence, you know, for smallest to biggest things. You have to really understand that this is something, a very big game changer in your life, a very big role player for your confidence, for your personality, and you have to understand this. Even if, like, you know, there are people who will come and tell you that we are your well-wishers, that's why we are giving you advice and you must listen to us. So let me tell you, these well-wishers, if you go and ask them that, okay, give me some money, I need, you know, money more than advice, probably you will not find them. You will really not find them. So I don't understand, if they are so caring and so like, you know, well-wishers of yours, why are they not there to help you? Even if they are capable to help you, they'll not come. Advice, to give advice to other people, free advice, it's very easy. To try to tell people do this, do that, it's very easy for people to come and give you advice. But it's really tough to stand in your shoes and understand that what you want or what you are going through, you know, it's only and only you who can, you know, actually find out what you want to do and what you need to do. Your life situations are best understood to you. Even if you share it with other people, you can just tell them, you know, but they won't probably understand the same way or feel the same way that you feel, because that is something not possible. People can only listen, you know. That is why it is said that pain is very personal, and you know, failures are also very, very personal. You can always share your happiness, you can always share your success with people, but when you are in pain, when you are in sadness, you would like to be quiet. If you are very much used to of in being in that position, being in that zone where you have never actually taken such decisions, tomorrow you're married, you have things, and you probably are suffering through a lot of things. You are in a very bad place or position, but you don't know what to do, because you don't know what to do. That's all. You just don't know how to think, how to process, how to make decisions, and whether I'm right or wrong. So that fear, you know, as much as you grow, it becomes tougher for you to take, because you are actually, because see, we are wired like that, okay? All of us, every human being is wired to be in a familiar situation, to be in a comfortable situation. So if somebody else is controlling you or taking your decision, that is a comfort place of yours. That is a comfortable situation to your head, and that is something which is very familiar to you. You just don't want to go out of it, right? But, and then maybe there are two people right now, three people right now, and tomorrow you will be just that person the whole life. When you are with your friends, there will be friends who will be controlling you. When you are at home, somebody else. When you are in relationship, somebody else. And when you are in office, somebody else. So do you want to be a puppet? If you want to be a puppet, then it's totally fine. It's your choice. There will be a lot of puppets also here. There are a lot of puppets. But if you actually want to make decisions, if you actually want to create your life, if you really want to enjoy your life, enjoying life, we are here for all that, right? You know, so if you really want to make decisions, and then you need to know what you want. Then you need to know what actually makes you happy. What is that thing which you like? What is that thing which you really want to do and you feel satisfied with that? You know, it can be from smallest to biggest things. I mean it. I'll tell you, just to be able to figure out that what you like to eat. Maybe like, you know, there you have a partner, or maybe you have a sibling that person likes to eat ice cream, but you don't like ice cream, you like hot chocolate. So once you know, or once you find out that you like hot chocolate, and when you know it and then you have hot chocolate, let me tell you, you would love it. You would enjoy it to the fullest. That could be the bestest thing to your life, you know. So I just want to tell you one thing, that don't be a puppet and don't be a victim of your own life. Just create your life, keep exploring, figuring out. Don't be scared of failures. Don't be scared of judgments. It is always going to be there, because that is what people do. That is what people are there for. You just do you. You just have to do you, nothing else. You don't have to be bothered for who wants what, who thinks what. If you are just a puppet of other people, you will never create magic in your life. You cannot create, you just cannot make it happen. And your personality will be like a puppet's personality, nothing more than that. And let me tell you, let me warn you, the people who are doing it for you or taking your own decisions, even they will not respect you. From time to time, they might will tell you also that you're not worth it. You don't know anything. You just can't take your own decisions. You will also get to hear that. Let me tell you very seriously. So the only way to live your life to the fullest, to actually experience life, failure, success, all of it is just a part of life. You have to experience each and everything. Just don't be a puppet of anyone's hands, ever. If you have lived a lot of life, or if you have actually grown up and come a long way in this kind of situation, it may be very tough to get out of it, but you can get out of it. Please, I request, do this favor to yourself if you want to enjoy life. If you really want to enjoy life and you just want to do what you want to do, so just find out what you want and do that. That's all. So, with lots of love and blessings, take care of yourself. That's all I wanted to talk today. And I think it's really very, very important. So, see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.